Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Laveda. Hi, Sue. Hello, Miss Edie. Hi, Diane Dunkelman. Hello, Trees. Hello from sunny Maine. Nice, nice. Hi, Ashley. You're early. Are you counting down till you go home? Almost time to go home. Almost time to go home. Hi, Nancy. Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, Donette. How are you? What are the purple things? What purple things? You can't see my desk. What purple things? Hi, Joanne. Hi, Carol. I don't see anything in the screen that's purple. Am I dumb? I feel like, where is Waldo? And you're looking at the picture. I'm like, what's purple? What's purple? I don't know. What's purple? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Hi, Cindy. How are you? So nice to see you here. I just sent you a picture. You did? Let me see. Oh, you guys see purple things. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. They've been doing, I don't see it on my side. I don't know what that means. Because Sue's number 2 and you're number 1. Hey. I don't know what that means. If you hover over it, it doesn't say like what it is. Like what it means. That's so weird. I'm looking in the screen for purple things, Ashley. Hi, Michelle Chastain. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Cindy. Hello, John. Hey, Nicole. Hi, Sheila. I know, I'm searching all over the screen. Like, where's Waldo? I'm like, what's purple? What's purple? What's purple? Like a dork. Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing Nicole. Hi, Melissa Joins. Thank you for sprinkling. It says something about XP at the top. XP. I don't know. Seeing Nicole's name just reminded me, y'all, we have to move our auction on Sunday. We usually do it at Nicole's time at 3 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. Eastern, but we need to move it to my time, which is, well, what my time normally is. So 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So I need it to get done just a little bit earlier. So yeah, sorry. We talked about it and I was like, well, we can move it to the next weekend, but that's not really going to work because we have an event for the store coming up soon. And if we keep pushing it, I've been pushing this and look, at stuff is overflowing all over the place. So we're just going to move the time up. So we're just going to go at 1 p.m., which is normally the time I would come on just on Sunday. So 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So this Sunday, the 8th, will be, Nicole and I will have an auction together. So, hi, Celeste. How are you? So good to see you. I think it's the more you interact in Super Chat, the higher in rank you get. Ooh, what? Hey, Mac. What? Sue's number 2? What? So I have some stories to tell you. I haven't seen you guys in forever. Aw, thank you for the super chat, Laveda. Did Laveda move into number 1? Hi, Kay. I have some stuff to share with you, some new stuff that's come into the store, some happy mail that I got, but also, I'm good, Celeste, thanks. It's good to see you. She's leveling up. She's leveling up. Yesterday, I totally intended on coming on yesterday. But those of you who've been with me for a while know that I make a joke all the time that Troy is my boss. Well, he really is. He's both mine and Trevor's boss. He employs us both in some type of way. Hi, Wendy Martin. Hi, Sandra. So there's a thing that's called in-home support. I know a lot of you probably are familiar with it. So I work for Troy, and they give me like an hour or two a day, literally, to watch Troy, right? So, because it only takes an hour or two a day to watch Troy. And so yesterday we got, hi, Catherine. Yesterday, good morning, Brioni. We got a new person, and her name is Kirsten. And shout out to Kirsten because she was amazing. It is the first time in 24 years, because that's how old Troy is. It's the first time in 24 years that I have actually spoken to somebody in this position that has understood what I was trying to say about Troy. They had all kinds of funky things on there that he was visually impaired. And I was like, wait, like blind? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, yeah, he wears corrective lenses, like glasses, but he's not visually impaired. He's not blind. And if you guys remember the story from the last dude that was here, he was so fixated on laundry. If I wash Troy's laundry alone, or if I wash Troy's laundry with mine and Trevor's, because he might have to take away a half an hour if I wash Troy's laundry with everybody, and it's just not Troy's laundry alone. So much focus on the laundry that if you guys remember, he even called me the next day to say, oh, we're going to go ahead and leave that half an hour in there for the laundry. Thanks, dude. You guys literally pay me for 2 hours a day, and this is a 24/7 job. Thank you so much. That's my son. But it's never been about that. I don't care about the hours. The hours are helpful, of course, because Troy still wears diapers, which, if any of you remember or still have to purchase them, they're very expensive, especially the older they get, the bigger they get, the less in the package, and, wipes and everything else. So anyways, it was she was the coolest lady. She had blue hair. She walked in, she had some blue hair. I was like, my people. But she's been a nurse before. She's been a teacher before. She has some special needs in her family. So she actually understood like what I was saying. Like, yes, Troy can go get a drink out of the fridge, but he can't open it by himself. There's child safety locks on all the doors. The knobs are off of the stove because he doesn't understand hot, cold, danger. He doesn't understand all of that stuff. So it was just so refreshing to actually speak to somebody who wasn't fixated on laundry. Y'all, that man, I thought I was gonna, that man, so yeah, seriously. Hi, Miss Linda. The last one was awful. Nicole remembers. We were just like, I don't take the 30 minutes. For goodness sakes, take the 30 minutes. Don't call me the next day and tell me like you're doing me a favor. We're going to go ahead and give you that 30 minutes for the laundry. Thanks, bro. Hi, Karen Atterbury. So she was amazing. I don't know if our hours will increase. I don't care. I don't know if the hours will decrease. I don't care. I would just like a proper documentation on my son's abilities and inabilities. You know what I mean? Not visually impaired. Hello? Then easy wheezy. Also, y'all, I hired a housekeeper. She will be here starting Monday. I don't like doing floors, and I don't like doing the bathrooms, y'all. I can handle the rest of the house, but And my muscles hurt from doing the yard. I need to hire a landscaper next. All right, let me show you some happy mail. I missed you guys. Hi, Anna. I know Nicole wanted a meeting with that man. That man was insane. My son will be 40 in 20 days, and I can tell you some stories about... Oh, Cindy, it is something. And, you know, she did tell me, she was like, unfortunately, the positions like this, anybody can be in these positions. You don't need any type of education. You don't need any type of qualifications. The man's going to come, Bubba's. I did order you one. It's coming. So she was like, so anybody can do this job. And she said, and some people, trust me, don't belong here. And I was like, oh, I know. I've had a few of them. So hopefully she stays for a while, because she was amazing. And if anything, at least from 24 on, the documentation will start to be correct. Because Lord only knows, visually impaired, bro, you don't know the difference between glasses and someone not being able to see at all? Holy guacamole. Hi, Jeanette. All right, that's enough rambling. Kathy Dean. Kathy Dean, I was thinking about you the other day because I was like, what am I going to cook? I always think of you and Ashley when I have cooking issues because, I don't know, I just think of y'all and good food. And I'm like, I haven't heard what the honey bunches have been eating lately. Look at baby. Look it. It says out for delivery. Out for delivery. Choi's phone case. Choi. Everybody saying hi, handsome. Can you say hi? No. Say hi. No. Say hi. No. Yeah, right. See? Told you he's the boss of me. All right. Let's get some of the stuff on screen so you guys can see some of the new stuff. Hi, Lori. That's in the store. And also Tater. Who was anybody that's here? Were you at the retreat? Dina's retreat? Hello? Switch. What's happening? Is it switching and it's not switching for me? It is. Hold on a minute, y'all. My screen is stuck. Hold, please. Ooh, this is so weird. All right, I'm going to have to leave the studio and come back in. Hold on. No, I wanted to go. Oh. I was at the virtual, hi Diane Dunkelman. I wasn't able to see it live. I caught a couple of them. I told you guys all the story about when, you know, Laurel put me on to say hi to everybody when I had, you know, no face on and probably scared everybody. But it looked like so much fun. And I am determined, y'all. I am determined to be able to go to the next one. I really want to go. I just want to go to one, and I think that one would be amazing to go to. Okay, now everything is stuck, so this is wonderful. All right, well, I will just restart my computer and hold things up and show you. So I'm just going to show you the stuff that's in the store, and then I will show you what Taterbuggin, what she sent to me, because we are actually going to use some of that today, and I'm super excited. You will find links to her store down in my description. But let me show you some of the stuff that's coming to the store because you don't really need to see my desk for that. So Claire has been restocked in the store. I don't even know if you guys knew that Claire was in the store because I didn't show you. I forgot to show you. But this is Claire. So that's what she looks like. I don't know which, that way. So a couple of really pretty scrolls, and then one big like applique. This is actually going to be used in Yvette's next class. This was one of the molds that I made like a gabillion of. But so Claire is now in the store. Whoa, Troy, easy, son. Bull in a china cabinet. I seen cooked fish, hush puppies, and watermelons. You made hush puppies? Oh, I haven't had hush puppies in forever. Oh my goodness gracious. So again, that's Claire. Yeah, Microsoft is not acting right now. You know. Okay, and then the other one that I brought in, I actually have this one, and you guys have seen, I've used it a few times. I just think that it's like a good border. This one is called Enlightened Etchings, and that's what it looks like. It is a Kacha. Yep, it's Kacha. But I absolutely love this one. This one reminds me of one of my favorite Would You Bin trims. One of the newer trims that they came out with. That's what that reminds me of. I love that one. All right. Let me see if it's gonna do it. It's not doing it for some reason. All right, let me see if I could do it over here. Wow, this is going to be a problem if I can't switch the camera view. Hold on a minute, y'all. This is going to be a huge problem. I need to remove myself. 1 second. Woo! All right. Hopefully that looks right to you guys now. So can you guys see my desk now? Because everything is now this screen isn't right. So I don't know what's happening. So hopefully you guys can see my desk now, because if you guys can't see my desk, this is going to be a humongous problem. All right. Okay. I can see it. So I can see it on Facebook, but over here it's wrong. Anyway, so again, this is Enlightened Etchings. And all right. I think you guys can see me. Okay. And then I brought in a couple. I realized, and then I have two big ones to show you. I realized that I have a lot of big of the redesign transfers, and not too many of like the midi or the small, which is okay, because I've showed you even with that last tray that we did, you can chop those puppies up. But I brought in this one. It's called Blossom Breeze. But it just, look at these flowers, how beautiful they are. And again, they're smaller sized, so they're not big mamma jammas, you know. And so, I don't know. And then you guys, some of you may or may not know, or may not remember, but my mother's name is Diane. And so I bought these transfers when I seen it, because her name was in it. So these are Salon de Diane. And so I actually have these. I've used them before, but look at how pretty those are. So it's just like that really pretty like pink blush. But so these are the 12 by 12s, and then this is what they call like the small transfer, the 6 by 12. But these are now in the store as well. And then I did bring in a couple of more tubes, because these tubes are some of the ones that are on sale. So they're only $19.99. So basically, when all of the retailers run through all of this stock, these will be no more because they, I believe, well, at least the packaging, because you guys know they're going to the flat packaging. So this one is called Ruby Rose, but look at the beautiful, flowers on that one. I see it, Bubba's. So this one is called Ruby Rose. And then after we use that one on Friday with all of the text and all of that good stuff, I brought on this one, which is called Pure Light Floral. And I think we're going to use this today. But look at that. So it reminds me of the one that we just used, but it's so pretty. Let's open this one. You know, these colors are my jam, and let's hope that this one doesn't get away from me. Okay, Troy, I got it, Pops. I got it, okay? I can't put it on the desk because you keep grabbing it. So Mom's got it, all right? All right, so this one again is the Pure Light Floral. So look at, I don't know, I just like the pinks and the blues together, but look at that. Oh my goodness. And it's like that mint green that I love. Oh, and look at all the script on there. So I think we're actually, like I said, I think we're going to use this one today. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Ooh, all that hair in my mouth is nasty. So I'm going to roll this bin back up until I'm ready to get the tape on it and all that good stuff. But again, Pure Light Floral. Now, I also forgot there's one more. Let me grab it, y'all. This one was, I specialed order for a customer. Oh, okay, I don't know where it went. Hello? There it is. Jiminy Christmas. If I didn't have my head attached, I swear. So this one, I special ordered for a customer, and you cannot order just in onesie twosies. So this is also now in the store, and this is the decoupage fiber. So there's 3 sheets in here, the 11 by 7 by 16 and a half. There's 3 of them. So that's one up there, that's another, and that's another. But y'all, if you look at this one in my store and look at the photos, that the sample pictures, they put these on like a tote, a canvas tote, and it looked so cool. I want to do it. Like it was the cutest like beach bag. So I'm gonna do it. So we're probably gonna use this one too at some point. But anyways, that one was called, sorry, I don't know, Seascape Melody. That's what that one was called. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Regine. All right. Hi, Miss Linda. So let me show you what my Lindy, my Taterbuggin, sent me. Oh, she spoiled me, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen her do. She sent me back some of my packaging that I sent to her. I don't know if y'all have seen these in her store or seen her project. I actually bought the bottle that she did with me on Decoupage Clean. I bought it in her auction. And she used one of these crystals at the top. And she actually put some of that paper in there and then painted the back. But I bought the bottle from her because I absolutely loved it. So that crystal is in her store. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Hi, Lynn. I am like, oh my goodness. And then look at all of these. And you can take them apart. You can use them, you know, on this strand, which we probably will and will not do. But she has all of these in the store. It is linked in my description. But are these not gorgeous? Could you see me wearing these as earrings, y'all? I got to get out of this screen because I can't take it. It won't fix over here. I don't know why. Oh, no. Terry, don't touch anything, Terry. So, anyways, if you are interested in these, please go see my Taterbuggin again. The link is in my description. And I think we're going to do something with these today. But I'm super excited. And the fact that she decoupaged on the back of that one, and then you could see it in the front. Oh, they have a little bit of weight on them though, so your earlobe would be like. Okay, so that is it for all of my jibber jabbering. Yeah, right. If y'all remember, this canvas was sent to me from Brioni. I'm trying to make room. And she sent it all the way from Australia. And I was thinking that we could put this transfer on here. And then I don't know, I was thinking maybe we can like do some drippings either from like the bottom down here of the I think she calls them like chandelier crystals, I think. Hi, my Lindy. I was just talking about you. Were your ears ringing like, oh no. So I think she calls them chandelier. Again, it is linked in my description. Please go check them out. But I was thinking if we either like, we can put the Pure Light Floral on this and have these like dripping off of them, cascading in like different lengths. And I don't know if I want to drip it like from the top or if I want to drip them from the bottom or if I want to drip them on the whole thing. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I don't know, but I think it's going to be gorgeous. And then, like she did on that bottle, I thought we can also do some of the flowers on the back. And I was thinking that if these were too big, we can mix that other transfer that we did on this tray. Because remember, the tray had itty bitty flowers. And I have a feeling that these will match with this. So if we need to grab some itty bitty flowers, I have those cut over here still. So I'm excited. I will stop jibber jabbering. They are vintage glass crystal from a large chandelier. Oh my gosh, they are? Oh, thank you so much. They are absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to play with them. Hi, Dolores. Okay, so these are already prepped and primed and ready to go, but these have been sitting in my, behind my door because they are so big. I don't know if you guys remember, but these were the big Mama Jammas. They were, they had the little one inside. So these are 20 by 16. So I think what we'll do is, I don't know if these old ones have the color harmony on here or the hue harmony. Excuse me. I'll remember at some point. But if they do, let's see. I'm thinking to do the background a mint color, y'all. What do you think? Yes, from a business in town, huge channel. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Hi, Roxanne. I think I want to do like kind of this minty color in the background. y'all. See the color that is over here. I don't think these have a hue harmony on it. I don't think the 2022s and older do. No. All right, so now that it's open and I see a disaster coming my way, you know, I always have a stapler around because of Troy. Ha! Oh, sorry. You see, I'm already slapping you guys around. I leave you guys for a few days and then I start slapping you guys around. So we're going to staple them because I don't have blue tape handy right now and I don't want to ruin these because you guys seen how it got away from me last time and it only takes that quick second and then it's done. Gets away from you and it's done. So either staple them, tape them, do something, y'all, as soon as you get them out of that thing. But like I said, thankfully, they are no longer going to be like this. Now they are flat. So, okay, let's do this. Carol Ann! I have that. Wouldn't rub on. Wouldn't rub on. Okay. So, oh my gosh. And then you guys, can you imagine that all up on the top, up there taking up the arch, and then have the chandeliers dripping from, oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Okay. Let's take, I don't know. You don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do the mint in the background? Ha! I'm thinking like this color. I keep doing pink. I need to get away from the pink a little bit. So what about if we did country blue on the background? Okay. That's what I think too, y'all. Oh. So I had so much FOMO watching the gals at the retreat. They were all did you see Mr. T and Taterbuggin? Did you see how slicked Mr. T looked? Y'all, they were doing the thing. They looked like they were straight out the movies. I was like, oh my gosh. Everybody looked amazing. Hi, Carrie. I really love this color. It is my favorite. All right, let's get my favorite brush. My Princeton and let's paint. So like I said, these are already gessoed and primed. So we are just going to get a layer of this on here. And then, let me see. I'm almost wondering, should we knock it down a little bit, y'all? Should we knock that color down a little with a little white? You didn't recognize him? Oh my goodness. Actually, because when Laurel put them on screen, I'll be honest, I didn't either because obviously I recognized my Taterbuggin. And then I think she showed Kenny and Mr. T, and I was like, Mr. T? And then he talked, and I was like, Mr. T! I'm almost thinking we need to knock this color back just a hair. What do you guys think? Just a little. Oh my gosh, you guys, my arms are so sore from doing the weed eater and the raking and everything else, y'all. Oh my word. And then Troy keeps, like, when he wants to get my attention, he keeps squeezing my arm, and I'm like, oh, don't do that. I go right back to my weight training days, and I just like, God, I can't believe I used to love this feeling. Yeah, just a touch, right? Just a hi, Rochelle. Just a touch. We're just gonna knock it back just a touch. Hi, good looking. What you got cooking? Hey, the arm. Watch the arm. Cuggly muggly, kid. It hurts. Because you got Hulk strength. I know, Pops. Anytime we're waiting for a phone case. And she totally got his whole phone case thing. And here's the thing, y'all. So Trevor was a godsend. And he helped me clean the house and everything. Because oddly enough, the last two people we've had have never walked the house either. Have never asked to see Troy's room. Have never asked to see any of that. But nevertheless, you know, it was Sunday anyway, so we were cleaning the house. But Trevor, like, when he gets his little cleaning fits, he's like me. He cleans top, right, left, you know, everywhere, underneath, everything. He goes on a cleaning thing. Anyways, he went into Troy's room, and he went and he cleaned all of his phone cases that were all over the house. He put them all away into, you know, his backpacks and everything else. And so right before she came, I went up and I was like, okay, looks good. Don't you know, when she went up into Troy's room, all the backpacks were all over the floor with all the phone cases on the floor. And I was like, I promise his room was clean before you got here. I promise. What do we think? Hi, Patty. Do we like that, or do we think it should be a little bit darker? I was, you know how you get that, like, mortified, like, that was exactly my look. I was like, I said, I promise. I told you he loves his phone cases. He loves his phone cases. I said, here's about all, 5,000 of them. And she's like, that's okay. I'm just looking for safety. And I'm like, yeah, need a phone case? Leave it up to Troy. Leave it up to Troy. All right. We're going to make it a touch darker, and then it'll be good. It will be good enough. Yeah. I went up the stairs, y'all. I went up the stairs to look, and sure enough, he had all of them out. All of them. But she said, yeah, she goes, I'm just looking for safety. She goes, he loves his phone cases. And she said, I get it. I said, yeah, that's all he wants. Everybody else gets whatever they want and order all kind of things. All kind of boxes come for everybody else. And, I really think that's what it is he just wants He just wants something for himself. And so phone cases it is. But yeah. I was like, oh, good, googly muggly. But it was definitely, it was that look, you know, like, you know, when moms get that look like, oh, oh, how do you fix this? How do you fix this? There was no fixing it, y'all. She was right behind me. She was on my heels. There would have been no way to pick up all those phone cases anyways. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like this color. Still got our country blue, but just a little bit lighter so that our flowers will not get lost. There was a point where she asked me, how's Troy's memory? I've never actually had anybody ask me that before, y'all. How's Troy's memory? And I actually sat back in my chair and I was like, you know what? He has a great memory. I said, you know, there'll be times where we're driving and we've only gone someplace once or twice and got a phone case. And he'll remember. We'll go, you know, in that area, and he'll point and he'll motion because he wants me to stop. I said, and also, you know, I've talked to his brother on many occasions to be careful what he's doing around Troy because Troy is watching him and basically taking notes, memorizing what he's doing so that he can, you know, do it himself. And she was like, okay. And I said, just like right now, I said, if you take a look, he's doing exactly what you're doing. So she was on her computer taking notes, writing down things. He was sitting on the chair over here in the living room on his computer taking notes just like she was doing, holding her phone, doing her computer, writing on paper. She got a kick out of that. I was like, you little show off. Sheila Teagan says she cannot reply to comments, but hello, everyone. Hi, Sheila Teagan. Hi, Laura. Did I say hi to you? Papa's, I promise Mama's got you covered today. As soon as the Amazon man gets here, he will have something and something for you. I promise. Because this is a mixed color, I am going to go ahead and paint on the outside. I'm not super worried about it, but you guys know if you mix colors, the chances are of you getting that same exact color again, you know, is going to be pretty hard. So either put it in like a jar that you can seal it up and save, or mix enough of it so that, you know, you don't have to try to remix the same color again. So because I am going to want to save some of this anyways, because like I said, I know for a fact I want to put some paint behind at least a couple of those crystals. And if you guys notice, when I mix my colors, I don't, if you guys can see, there's a lot of the white coming through. I always quite like when the, you know, when the multiple colors come through that I've mixed. But if you don't like that, just make sure you've stirred your mix really well. I don't stir it on purpose unless I want a different look. But all right, I'm going to go this way so that, because there is wood obviously around the outer part, so trying to be careful as I'm painting that I don't get that rim that's happening, which we might just put something out there, a trim out there or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's dry this before it gets all over me. Okay, Laura. Oh, okay, Lindy said she just got the set of crystals listed in the shop. So the link that I gave you guys that are in my description, I actually gave you the general link so you could see all of her crystals in the shop. And I'm assuming that it will also show you the listing that she just did as well. I'm telling y'all, you need to snatch you up some crystals because these are gorgeous. And you've seen she used it as a bottle topper. Oh, do you guys remember me telling you the story that I was yelling at Lindy Tate? It was because of the bottle. She sent me the bottle and didn't let me pay her for it, and I was mad at her. There you go. Let me pin it. So that is, hold please. So I just pinned the link. And also, you guys, the birds that I showed you guys on Friday, that is also in Lindy's store, so you can get your birds. I did take that listing down because I've had a couple of the gals from the retreat ask me for the papers that I sent. So I will repost that listing with, because I had, if you guys seen the listing before I pulled it down, it had like 4 variables on there for if you wanted just this, just that, just this. I'm also going to have the decoupage queen rice papers on there as a choice as well. So as soon as I get those papers in, I will put the listing back. But go get your birds before that so you don't have to wait for the birds and you can just get all the goodies. Denise, what coupon were you trying to use? The Memorial Day coupon was the only coupon that I had, and that is expired. Are you talking about a coupon from the retreat? Were you at the retreat? Hi, Miss Donna Sue. Hi, Kathy Napick. This is not wood, Karen. This is a canvas that Brioni sent me from Australia. I feel so special. That's probably, you know, when I was little, I always wanted to go to Australia. That's probably as closest as I'm going to get is when Brioni sends me Happy Mail. All right. So I want to save this because I want to use it on my crystals for sure. So I am going to take, because y'all know it is 752 degrees in, NorCal. So I'm going to take some of this and put it in my jar so that way I can use it on the crystals later and don't have to worry about it drying out. All right. That's good. Oh, Sheila, sometimes that happens to me. What I have to do is like shut the app all the way out. Like close the app and then go back in. Sometimes I will leave Facebook and I can still hear the voice of the whoever I'm watching, and I need to shut the app totally down and then go back in, and then then it's fine. Yes, it is 752 degrees. It really is. Y'all, when I was out doing the yard, I went out and did it at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I wasn't so smart that day. Mm-mm. I needed to go out at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, y'all, I want this big mama jamma right here. Oh, I have a beautiful cross. Can I go get the cross? Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so hi Robin. Okay, so we are going to put this mama jamma up here. And we might have to angle her that way. I don't want the writing. We just want all of her. And then we might turn that and put that there. So let's take this apart. We're looking for one of Yvette's papers. I've always, and my mom used to say like, why Australia? What do you even know about it? I was like, I don't know. I want to go to Australia. And she was like, oh, okay. But I'm talking like when I was little, I'd always said that. And it's not like I know of any family or anything that has ever been, that has, told me any stories that I remembered. And I was like, oh, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'd always said it ever since I was little. Like, they would, where do you want to go? What's your dream vacation? I want to go to Australia. So, I don't know. Maybe one day. All right, so we're just going to oh my gosh, you guys. And then obviously there's a connector to can't stand. Hold please. Hold a minute. The only thing about doing these big mama jamma pieces is you guys can't see everything, but all right, so we are going to cut this excess here so I can see how much of it I can get on there. Hi, Leah. Australia's awesome. I mean, that, and also another place that I'd like to go is New Zealand. I don't know. I just see the pictures of like the landscapes and stuff, and it just looks so beautiful. Hold, please. I got to catch my nose as usual. Wouldn't be alive if I didn't have to catch my nose. You want to tour Italy? All right. Okay. So we may have to. I wish the arch. Okay. Hold on a minute. I don't want it at the top like that. I want it to go around this here, right? So we're just going to have to fuss with it. So I might have to put it like that so I can get this up in the corner as high as I want it. And then we might have to detach some of these flowers because I don't want that all the way through there like that. Or I may need to lose some of that flower, which is probably what we're going to have to do, is just lose the flower because I'm having to arch it too much. Okay, so that stapler will go there. Okay, let's look. I'm thinking to just use this piece because I don't have to cut another, but oh, but look at that pretty piece. Nope, we're going to use that pretty piece instead. Terry never got back to me. I never got back to you about what? You like how Brioni just threw me under the bus? Terry never got back to me. Well, I am a little busy sometimes. You might have to remind me. Ha! The stapler's over here holding my paper. Oh, yeah. See, and then that little piece can go right at the bottom perfectly, just like that. I keep cutting off where I am stapling, but whatever. Okay, so that will go there. Oh, now you guys can't see up there at the top. That will go there like that. This one will go here. Then I think for like some of the areas, what I want to do is put a little bit of gilding glue in certain places and then just have like foil, like little scraps of foil. And we might use some script on here, but then we can use the cross with maybe some of the crystals around it. This one is pretty, but it's smaller. This one, we could do whatever we wanted to it. So we'll see. Hi, Phyllis. Okay, what about it? What about the ladies? I mean, some of them, the A3s are still not in stock. I don't know. I have to be reminded all the time. Y'all, I have 7,000 things going on every 5 minutes. Like, it's impossible for me to remember everything. Impossible. I would love to, but it's impossible. And I don't do it intentionally. Why would I do that? I would never intentionally do something. Okay. I'm thinking I actually think I'm just going to leave it matte. I don't know. But when we seal it, it's going to be glossy. You know what? I almost want to see if this will grab the canvas without. Ugh! I know better. I know better. Okay. Wonderful if they are. I don't know. I don't look at them. So I don't know. What am I supposed to do now? I mean, that's why the best thing to do is to sign up on the website to email whenever something's out of stock. If you sign up to be notified whenever something goes back into stock, as soon as I change that number from 0 to 1, you will be notified. And then you don't have to rely on my awful memory. I used to have a wonderful memory. Not anymore. No, my memory sucks. All right, so we're just using some matte varnish. It's the Bare Fast Drying. Hi, Barbara Ross. Hi, Rita. Yeah, it is the best way because then you don't have to rely on me to do anything. I seen it, Cindy. I just didn't check it because if I check it, then it dives down to the bottom. And until I send all of the happy mail out, I don't check them because then the message gets pulled all the way to the bottom. And then if it's not bolded, I won't see it. Dang, you guys are on me today like nobody's business, huh? Sorry! I will get my act together at some point. At some point. Hi, Miss Kathy. That's exactly right. I traded my great memory for chaos. Awful, y'all. It's awful when you can't remember to do something. Awful. I don't think anybody likes forgetting things. Even when you say, oh, I'm not going to forget to do that, and then you still forget to do that, that's even more aggravating. Like tie a string around your finger so you don't forget. I'm like, okay, every time I see this, that'll make me think that I have to do that. That doesn't work either. That doesn't work either. Okay, so I'm thinking. Oh, why didn't I do that a long time ago? Because I'm a dingle. I am thinking that I am going to some of these flowers I'm just going to lose, and I have to just deal with it. I'm just going to lose some of that. I'm going to lose that big one, and that's just that. Terry, get over it. Your OCD will survive. And I think I am actually going to let it wrap. I'm just going to let it happen. I'm just going to let it happen. I have lost my whole page list. I need to get done. And y'all, and you know what's even worse is like when I write stuff down, I just, I'm like, okay, I have this great idea. I'm going to get all of these, notepads. I'm going to write stuff down. I'll get Troy some because I know Troy's going to want it. And then he takes the notepads, and then I don't know what all was on there that I had written down, and I don't know. I'm doing my best, y'all. I'm doing my best. Just doing my best. Look at how beautiful that's going to be. Oh, I hate to bother you. Would you let me know when the paint comes? Yes, Vicky. I will let you know. White coffee and vintage blue. See, I do remember some things. As soon as it gets here, I will let you know. Okay, so I will tell you that because this is a canvas, all right, there's a lot of give. So I'm just going to get what I can down, and then I might have to put something hard underneath it. Dame besito. I know. It's coming, see? Thank you, Terry, for giving us your time every day. Aw, thanks, Phyllis. I love being here with you guys. Thank you guys for spending time with me. Even though I'm forgetful. And I don't do the things I'm supposed to do. I try so hard. I try so hard. Okay. Hey. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Let's get this Mama Jamma started. Okay, pasta sauce. Is it just yell at Terry Day today? What on earth? What the heezy weezy? I'm just kidding. I got thick skin. You guys can yell at me. I don't take it personal. Sometimes I need to be yelled at. Oh, can you guys see? Hi, Julia. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. Come on. Here we go with the little leaves again. All right, we're going to need to put trying to think of something that's hard, but that's high enough that can go up under there. Because obviously where the wood is, it's, you know, it's going to go down just fine. But it's the inside there that I'm worried about all of this here. Oh my goodness. A book? Yeah. Where did I put? I was gonna say we have books in the store. Hold on. Ugh. Oof. All right, let's see. I mean, we don't need the whole thing done, but genius. Y'all are so smart. Thank you so much. Aw, Phyllis, thank you so much for the stars. You don't have to do that, my friend. All right. I am going to go ahead and wrap it. So I'm going to use the little whoop-whoop. All right. This little thing doesn't quite, there it goes. The book doesn't quite go high enough, and it wasn't quite on the the wood. I know, right? Oh my goodness, so pretty on this. And then when we do our varnish, oh, it's going to be so pretty. Come on, little boy. Come on, you little bud. No, no. I love you too, Papas. What did you do? What did you do now? All right. Get the little hearts there. Oh, my Lanta. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. If you don't have a burnishing pad, a polishing pad, please remember to burnish. So take your woohoo and do that. Or use your polishing pad. All right. So let's... Oh my bananas. That is gorgeous. I love the colors. We definitely need to finish off that flower because it looks sad. Is it this one? Yep, it's that one. See? So, and that's perfect. It's just that little bit. So, let's not go into it with the big old choppers, Terry, and cut all of the letters off. All right. I'm going to have to go catch my nose again for some reason. Okay. The color. Thank you. Hold, please. You know, why do we need noses? It's just dumb. You can breathe out of your mouth. What do you need a nose for? Just runs. Or it gets stuffy whenever you have a cold. Sheesh. So annoying. So neat. All right. So, I'll see. We will make the flower whole again. I can't see because of the glare. Hold, please. I know my big head is all up in the camera. 1 second. When is it not? Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Hold, please. Hold, please. Let's just make sure that's straight, Terry, and then you can deal with the leaves. There. Ha! You know, if you had a brain, you would be dangerous if you had a brain. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, y'all know I ordered like 47,000 glue toppers, right? I ordered all of the new stuff that she has in the, and I'm talking about the MDFs, okay? So I messaged her and I said, hey, could you do me a favor? Could you send me the tracking number? Because oddly enough, I didn't get a confirmation of even the order. And I've never got the tracking number. And she said, oh, sure. Hold on 1 second. Remember, this is the box that got one. This is the same, my friend Nicole. This is the same, you know, the box got lost and she had to remake the order and it was just a big, like, mess. So she immediately messages me in a panic because she shipped the order on May 28th and it shows that the post office had not even taken possession of it. It showed that it was in pre-transit, and that usually means like when you've created the label but you haven't, you know, sent it to the post office yet. So she starts panicking because this is a humongous order, and she's like, I shipped your package with 2 other packages. Those other packages have already been delivered, and yours hasn't even moved. Y'all, I instantly felt like poo because, you know, it's a small business to a small business. It's not like a big company like Prima or even DQ or, you know, this is a small, she's a one-man, you know, she does it all, cuts it, backs it, everything, just like we do here. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so she starts freaking out. So yesterday, she messages me, it's still not moving. And she said, I'm going to talk to my post guy. He's a real sweet guy. I'm going to talk to him, ask him, you know, does he remember what's happening, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh. I said, okay, let me know. So she messages me today and she says, oh, thank God. And so it's finally moving. It's finally moving. She said that she talked to her guy And he said he remembered picking it up and that it was ridiculous and to call his supervisor. So apparently the last few days, she's been on the phone with the supervisor. Hi, my Ashley. Hi, Sandy Triplet. And supervisor's trying to figure out what's going on, doesn't know what's going on, blah, yada, 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 yada. And then mysteriously the package is checked in and it's now in San Francisco. She's in Ohio, and now suddenly it went from not being in their possession to now being in California from Ohio. Y'all, she told me I felt absolutely like poo. I mean, it's not my fault, but she's my friend. And she said that she spent yesterday all day crying because she has the bad case of the Rona. And she was freaking out because she didn't know how if the package didn't start moving, she didn't know how she was going to find the strength to start remaking all of that stuff. And so she said she spent all day yesterday crying. And I was like, Nicole, I got so aggravated with her. I said, Nicole, it's not that serious. Like, you're more important than some stinking order. I'm not that type of person, number one. I'm more worried about you. You would get it to me whenever you got it to me. I don't care about any of that stuff. But the fact that she was so stressed out about it and was crying and she's sick, oh, that just aggravates me, you guys. Like, what does the post office do? What are they doing? Gosh. I mean, it's literally says that they don't have possession of it, and yet now it's in California. Really? One of my Etsy orders still says in pre-transit, and that was from the 23rd of May. I don't get it, y'all. So she said, I don't know what we're going to do, but we need to figure out a different way to ship your stuff to you. So, because y'all, MDF, and as much as I buy, it's heavy, so she's going to ship it the cheapest way. So if USPS is cheaper, she's going to ship it USPS. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start telling her, like, tell me whatever the difference is to ship it UPS. I don't care. I will pay it. Because we can't keep shipping it USPS, because knowing that she is sick and knowing that she spent yesterday crying about the daggone order breaks my heart, y'all. Jeez, like, really? Seriously? Hi, Pamela. I talked to my postmaster one day. She told me a lot of the staff don't bother scanning packages, even though it's required. I believe it, because, come on. Like, seriously? From Ohio to California, it doesn't hit one checkpoint? Not one checkpoint. One order from you took 2 weeks for it to get to New York, but last time only took 4 days. Yeah, that's all the time. My orders from Atlanta always take 2 weeks, at least. At least. But yeah, I was like, first and foremost, I'm your friend. I don't care about an order. If you were sick, I am seriously, I'm not going to make you sit there while you're sick trying to make glue toppers and trying to make, cut MDF for my order. Like, seriously, it's no way. And I know she knows that I'm not that type of person, but I also know the type of person she is. And she, she doesn't, she would want to make it right. But that's, no. But the fact that she's sick and she was so upset, like, and then all of a sudden it's in California, which means it'll probably be here tomorrow or the next day. So we go from it being totally lost to it's almost here. It's ridiculous. So we've got something weird going on here. We've got some gathering on the canvas right here. It's real bumpy. So I'm hoping that I can get, there we go. And then I'll just push it down the rest of the way. Oh my stars, y'all. Hi, Cindy Tripp. You barely got your order yesterday? Wait a minute. What order? The second one or the first one? Thank you, Robin. And that she's in the middle of planning a baby. I know. For her daughter. Oh. John was trying to get chili out of a container, and since it was cold, it was solid. It went flying when he went to put it in the bowl. Cindy, you and your paint going flying, and now John and the chili? A match made in heaven. Oh my gosh, you guys. I know it's hard for y'all to see at one time, but oh my goodness. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that one's gonna be better on there, or actually we can't even decide yet? We're not going to be able to decide yet because I want to do, all right, I want to do the, hold please. Do I have any down here? Okay, we are going to get some metallic flakes. And I think we're going to use, I don't know, I think we'll use the gold. So these are the flakes. They're fins. I also have Pintar's flake or sheets, whatever. You could use whatever. When I have excess or whatever, I just put them in a container. I need some glue. I need some glue. Where's my fin glue? Okay, we have some gilding glue right here. We also have it's been out of stock forever and a day, the Pintarts. But you can also use the Decor Glue Tacky. But I stopped using the Decor Glue Tacky. If you have the metal leaf glue, that'll work. It's been out of stock forever and ever. That's why I've been using this a lot more. But if you have the Decor Glue Tacky, that works too. The only reason why I've been stopped using it on the metal leaf is because it's so super tacky that I was finding that it was like, it was sticking on the metal leaf to me. Okay, let's just be honest. And so I didn't need something so aggressive for the little flakes. Oh, I got to turn my fan off. Hold on. Let's switch to the bottom. which is probably better anyways because my nose will stop running like a dork. Oh, I'm almost out of this one too. Sue, shut your eyes. You don't see nothing. Okay. Let me see. Okie dokie, artichokey. All right. And mail this to me already. Love it. Aw, Phyllis. A civil service test. Oh, Sue. Oh, my gosh. Treese, thank you so much. Sue, I went to go do your order, and then I started thinking, do I need to ship that UPS only or what? Because I don't want it to get stuck and then you never get it. So should I just ship it UPS to be safe or what? Okay. I should have took my rings off, but I'm lazy. All right. I'm going to take a brush with a very long handle and one that I don't really care about. And because I'm almost out of my glue. And, oh, really almost out of my glue. Let me mix what's left in there. And I really just want, like, no rhyme or reason, y'all. No. I don't know. I have like this little, like, vision or, like a look. And, if it looks horrible, then we'll just cover it, right? That's clever. We'll just cover it. And I might still put some of that script on here. I'm thinking maybe. I meant to ask you when I first popped on, and see, I forgot. So thank you, Trees, for saying something about the strike. Maybe because they are on the last, like, see? And okay. I meant to ask you as soon as I popped on here, but that wonderful memory of mine, I totally forgot. So I'm glad Trees said that. All right. So again, there's no rhyme or reason. I just want little. I don't know if I want any up there. I actually don't even want this one over here. So we're going to have to see if we can get that off. I can't see. Because I'm using the shine right now to help me, but I can't see where the shine is. Okay, I don't want that one right there. Hold on. I knew as soon as I put this here, I didn't want it there. But thin stuff, Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see. Okay. All right. I was looking at. No rose gold. Sorry, Cindy. No rose gold. I was looking at the rose gold. No rose gold. No rose gold. We're just going to do some gold. Okay. Now. Oh, no, please don't come out. In these flakes, there are big sheets in there as well. There's a ton that's in there. So don't be fooled. I don't want that one to get mucky. I have a ton of these. Let's use this one. Okay. You do want it to dry a minute before you go right into it. So I am going to kind of start up there. Get off me. Get off me. No, get off me. Rude. You see? You see what I'm saying? Just like something, something. Little something, something. Something, something. Just something, somethings. See, what do you guys think? Aw, shucks. Close, but no cigar, Cindy. Do we like that? Just little something somethings. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's okay. Don't panic. And if it's too much like that, we can always take like a little gator or something and get it off. You know what I'm saying? To distress it. Distress it. Yeah. English is hard. English is hard. Mm-hmm. It is. Yes. Yeah. But what I am finding though is, I don't know what it is lately. It's been cheaper for me to ship UPS. So I'm like, okay, if it's cheaper to ship UPS, I'll go with UPS. Because look, at this point, it can't be any worse. Okay, see, like, that's too big. I like the little bitties. So we will fix all of the big stuff. I'll get the gator and do some distressing to it. Because I don't even want it all solid like it is. But, you know, I can't really do anything about the painting of the glue on there. So we'll just get it on, and then I'll go through and distress some of it. Oh, I love it. I don't think we've used metal leaf in a while. I get on metal leaf kicks, and then after I'm done using the metal leaf, I get real aggravated trying to clean it all up. I think, is there? No? Okay. Couldn't tell if they were shiny out there or not. Shiny! Y'all. So, I don't know if y'all were here when I hit like 2,000 followers on Facebook. I did like a gigantic giveaway. I remember Helena was one of the winners, but I can't remember who the other one was. So I was thinking, look out now. You know what I'm thinking? Could get dangerous. What I'm going to start doing is just like I was doing for that giveaway, the 2,000. I am going to do a humongous giveaway on my YouTube for whenever I hit 1,000. So I remember I had 2 winners. I can't remember who the second one was, but there was a ton of stuff in those. I sent out big boxes of all of my favorite things. So we're definitely going to do that again when my YouTube. I think I need like 99 or something. 99 more people. So if you haven't followed me on YouTube, please go over there because all of the subscribers are the ones that are going to be entered to win. And like I said, if you were here when I did my 2K one on the book, oh my goodness, there was so much stuff in there. I remember Kaylee girl unboxing it. And she was super excited. So please go over there and make sure you're following. Make sure you're spreading the chaos so other people can follow. But that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to take my glove and I'm just going to make sure now that it's patted down. And then I can also feel if there's still some sticky. 99. I thought it was like 99 or 100 or something. But yeah. So, and you guys know that whatever live I've done that has been deleted from the book is still on my YouTube. Okay, so now let's take the lid and cover up all of that. Did you get my email that I sent you in Messenger? Email and Messenger. I don't remember, Mary Sharkey. What was that about? Are you able to tell me, like? Are you talking about your email, like your email address? Or are you talking about like you sent me an email? I'm confusing myself. I probably confused you. Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. I didn't check any of those messages. You weren't here. Hi, Mary Sharkey. You weren't here. I didn't check any of those messages, but I see them, and I didn't check them on purpose. So that way they stand out as unread. So when Troy and I start putting all of those, which we could probably do those tonight because all we have to do is put Sue's shipping label on because I wasn't sure what to do with Sue's. Then I don't have to go down so far and look at, I just see all of the ones that are unchecked and I know that those are probably the winners or it's just spam or something, but I know I will recognize your names because we have your names on the bag. I wrote them on there with black Sharpie, but I want your guys' email so that way if you're watching for where it is and if there seems to be a problem with, I mean, I don't know how much I can do, but you know, maybe if we notice it's not moving or something, I can at least try to contact somebody. I don't even know what to do with them anymore. So I'm just kind of, you see, I'm just distressing it a little bit so that it's just not a blob, if you will. Just taking off some of the foils in some places. Just no rhyme or reason. Just to kind of give it a more distressed. That blob was where all of the glue was when I was like, that was intelligent. Okay. Yeah, you did. You sent it to the right place. Okay. So, see, I like this one, but I think it's going to be too small unless we put something around it. But I don't know if that one is going to be... Now, if the color is wrong, we can always change the color as well. But, y'all, these are from the store. I need not mess these up. Or, hold on a minute. I was trying to see how it would look if we were to make our own cross, but that would be just doing too much. That's way too much. Okay, so. Hi, Papa Boy. I know, they never come when I want them to come, Bubba's. They never come when I want them to come. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, y'all. Now I don't know. Hold on. Do we want these dripping off the bottom, cascading off the bottom, or do we want some going around it too? That looks kind of freaking cool if I do say so myself. Now, we would have to change some of these out because it gets bigger right there, but just subscribe for my personal and thanks, Lynn. I like the smaller one for sure. So we would just, y'all, that kind of looks beautiful. It almost reminds me of like a window. You know what I mean? I don't know if we'll have enough to do the small all the way around though. Did you hear him get excited? Like, whoa. So I'm not mad at like a couple of the bigger ones like that. Like how that's doing right there. but we would have to fix it. I like the bigger to small. Oh, Lynn, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate that so very much. You guys know you don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Oh, we might not have enough. Oh. Okay, hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So if that was down there. Oh, we would have just enough. We would have just enough, y'all, if we went around. So small down here. And then it's going to gradually go bigger up there. I still want to drip some of these off of here with whatever we have remaining. Why couldn't we? Like hang a couple with whatever we have remaining and drip these off with maybe like the gold or like the flowers behind it. I know. You can tell when he gets excited. Excited. He's like, oh. Okay, so, all right. You like the bigger ones? Like that, how it goes like that? It's not going to look good because of the flowers. It's not going to look good because of the flowers, but we can definitely do a teardrop from the base. We're definitely going to do at least a couple, I would say maybe like 3 at different lengths of these down at the bottom. I think that's going to look amazing. And then around here, though, we might have to figure out if that's okay just by itself like that. And also if we should change the color of that to a different color, because we could paint over that, or we might do some waxing over that. I don't know. We could see. But I like it. Okay, so tomorrow, I don't know what's happening. Everything is all kind of combobulated right here. Hold on a minute. I don't know. My screens are all gone cockeyed. Okay, so tomorrow when we come back, we are going to, we will fix those how they are, how they're on the strand. But see, at least you guys can see, whoa, how that's looking. And then we will see what it looks like with the cross. Oh, that doesn't actually look too bad now that I can't see. It doesn't look too bad now that I'm seeing it stood up. So, okay. And then we will do the cascading of, and you see what I'm talking about? Like, just have a couple of them hanging from here. I think so. But we also still have to do some, we've got to do our antiquing and stuff all on the sides and all of that, y'all. We can never forget to put a little bit of dimension in there. And then we have to also put the varnish on the top. So there's still a little bit left to do. But I'm excited to put those crystals on there because it just reminds me of like a beautiful window. So anyways, my hand hurts. I need my brace. Okay, y'all. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. I will see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a great rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye.